Change is in the air for our weekend weather, Mr. John.
Are afoot, like you might like to say.
I have said that on occasion.
From time to time, and I think it's appropriate because we are going into a weekend where we are going to see big changes. I mean, today we kind of eased into things. It was still very humid, so even though temperatures were about 10 degrees cooler than they were yesterday, you might not have really noticed it because the humidity was up. Now we really start to notice things going into the weekend. The humidity drops and the temperatures continue to drop too. Let's show you one of our camera views. We'll take you to Pottsville for this one with a mainly cloudy sky for you at this point. A couple of breaks in the overcast, at least for the time being, but the expectation is to be rather cloudy tonight. 71 degrees is your temperature, which is mighty mild by all standards, but when you compare it to some of those 80s like we've seen of late, it might feel a little cooler. 60s are pretty common across much of northeastern Pennsylvania. 69 in Cunningham, 66 Greentown, as well as in Tunkhannock, 62 in Lopez, 63 Cogan House Township, and a couple of low 70s from Lewisburg down to Selinsgrove. We've seen some showers today at times, and you know, for some of us, we got pretty wet. In our backyard, over 5/10 of an inch of rain. It's because we got stuck under a little something like what you're seeing now across portions of Columbia County. So we'll keep our eyes on stuff like that. We don't expect flooding, but while most of us won't find a ton of rain tonight into tomorrow, there will be these like localized corridors that could see upwards of an inch of rain, but it's fairly well spread out. So again, even in those areas, we don't expect any kind of flooding. You can see a couple of pockets of some showers from Benton, and it's one of those lines to the west of Harvey's Lake getting up into the northern tier. We'll take you back further to the west in the Mill Hall area and just south of Renova. You can see this batch of downpours that's moving through your world too. I mean, it's all part of a front that's pretty much stuck. We've been talking about how this is going to work for a couple of days now. So here's your stuck front. That's Philippe kind of holding that back, but we've got this little kicker up over the central Great Lakes, and this thing quite literally is going to take this front and kick it and help it to move along and eventually get more of us wet. So rain will be likely at times for us tonight. It'll be mild though, with temperatures in the upper half of the 50s. Here's what's going on with Philippe. Really no change from what we've been talking about. Still expected to stay offshore and in and of itself make landfall over Maine, giving them some very significant rain. But for us, again, it's going to be slowing down this front to the west, increasing our odds for some downpours. So you can see how that kind of evolves. I forgot to put some pause points in there, but I think the next map maybe helps you out more. It's just how much more rain can you expect. And between tonight through tomorrow afternoon, you can see what I'm talking about. There will be some localized spots, slices, if you will, stripes. Is it going to be right over Lopez? Probably not, but you get the general idea. While most of us find about a half an inch or so more of rain, localized areas see maybe an inch or more. Again, but it's fairly well spread out, so no flooding is forecast. So tomorrow, good day to be indoors for the most part. I think in the afternoon, things will be improving in central Pennsylvania especially. Sunday and Monday, not washouts, but it's going to be cooler. You can see highs there only in the 50s. Got a brisk wind, and I think there will be the opportunity anyways for a couple of passing sprinkles throughout a lot of your day on Sunday. Again, this big system kind of pinwheeling around, plenty of wind gusts in the 20s to about 30 miles per hour. That makes it feel cooler. The occasional spotty showers winging around this thing too. So Sunday's better than Saturday, but it's not exactly a banner day, and the same goes for Columbus Day Monday as well. Fall foliage though, that looks good, and with a cloudy sky this weekend, the colors will really pop, and we do have some good bouts of color up through Ricketts Glen, some of the Endless Mountains, out through the northern tier, and even through some of the Lackawanna Valley, looking pretty good now too. So cloudy skies always help make that color pop just that little bit more. Just got to hope we don't see too much wind and take some of this down. That's a look at the next 7 days. So not exactly a Chamber of Commerce Columbus Day weekend, but not a washout either, I suppose. Next week does look a little better, especially there in the middle of the week. But the new expression, Scott, is going to be that you can't trust a sunny Wednesday. When you get a sunny Wednesday, it seems to rain on the weekend. That's just something that I've noticed here of late.
I don't like the trend.
Nah, I don't either. I'd like to reverse that trend.
See what you can do about that.
Working on it.
See you tonight, John. Thanks very much.